Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Where the Heck Are the Albans? And where the heck are the Albans? We are in, what town are we in?
Glencoe.
Glencoe, and we are at the Chicago Botanical Gardens. Well, sort of. I got a confession to make. When we first got to the Botanical Gardens, I forgot that I was filming still in fast forward. When I was filming the she shed stuff, and I have that option of on the touch screen to hit fast so everything goes fast. Even after the camera died, the battery died in this thing, it still retains its memory. So when I recharged the batteries and everything, I thought everything had reset. Nope. So everything was filming in fast forward. So I'll show you a little bit of that too. But it's free to get into it if you like either bicycle or walk there. However, you do have to pay for parking, and parking was a little steep. It's $30 if you're not a resident of Cook County. We are a resident of Cook County, so parking only costs, we got $5 off, right?
I think it's the only benefit we have ever gotten
for living in Cook County. Right, exactly. So it was $25, and then if you do want to become a member, a family membership is like $125, and then they'll put however much you paid towards parking, because members get free parking, and they'll put whatever you paid towards the price of the membership. So if you want to become a member, we did not become members.
Since we've only been there since this is the first time since college.
Yeah. Well, Becky had been there, I think, after that on a field trip for Vivian.
Right, but she was like in third grade, so
yeah,
that was
a
long time ago.
It was in college was the last time I went, so that was a while ago. So here it is, the Chicago Botanical Gardens. All right, so stupid me, I was filming at 20 times the speed. So for every 20 minutes of film, it would compress down to 1 minute. And because I forgot to take it off when I was showing you guys the floors and doing the thing. So, but I caught it kind of quickly. We've only been here about, I'd say, what, not even 15, 20 minutes? So maybe 10 minutes, so that's not bad at all. So let's start filming some things at regular speed, and I'll show you some of the things that I was already filming but you missed. So, but here's look at these nice gardens. Look at this foxglove. It's called peach foxglove. Isn't that pretty? I love the fountains here.
Foxglove is poisonous.
There's a raven getting a drink of water.
Like, it causes heart attacks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then I will not be eating any of the foxglove today. I don't need another heart attack.
Comes up as the victim had a heart attack, not poison.
Ah, so that's how you're going to get rid of me.
I don't have to poison you to give you a heart attack.
That's true. So check this guy out. Look at that. It's an impressive sculpture. Let's find out who he is. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. It's supposed to be, I think it's Carolus Linnaeus. He was back from the 1700s. He was regarded as the father of taxonomic botany. It's basically, he created the system to classify plants based on the number of reproductive parts. So, for example, here's the little here's some of the information about him. But so, like, common name, twin flower. He would do the scientific name, genus, specific, and then the species. So that's what he's famous for. So they have immortalized him in statue form. Ah, yes, look at the pretty daisies.
Yeah, it technically wasn't a climb. It was just a step.
Stay off the rocks.
Didn't say stay off the rocks. It said don't climb the rocks.
Don't climb the
and
rocks.
I didn't climb. I stepped.
Gotcha.
And it was one. And I didn't even. It wasn't even a weight bearer.
Swear to God, we haven't been here 15 minutes. She's gonna kick us out, get us kicked out of the park.
You shouldn't put the pretty flowers far away then.
All right, so this way is what? Rose and English walled gardens, the Japanese island, the McGinley Pavilion, and the gardens of the Great Bison, or Basin. There we go.
I noticed you've been infringing on my
What is it?
Hydrangeas.
Hydrangeas.
So when I go in, when the pools,
They're not in bloom right now.
Mine are. In Spain.
Look at this. This does remind me of Spain. Last time we were in Spain, they had a bonsai garden.
You say it last time like we've been there 1,000 times.
Oh.
We've only been there once, and when we were in Spain.
That's true. When we were in Spain, they had a bonsai garden, and it was very impressive. So all the different kinds of bonsai.
Bonsai smell like weed.
But you don't know what weed smells like, do you?
I've been to a concert.
Yeah, this is 60 or 70 years old, estimated age.
I like how they put the nice.
Yeah, the backdrop on it,
Yeah.
those are kind of neat. This ones are 50 or 60 years old.
No, I think it's the azaleas.
Yes. This bonsai tree is somewhere between 100 to 120 years old.
Oh, please do not touch the bonsai. Alarm will sound. So I'll be grabbing at the bonsais.
Yeah. There's a bonsai over here that I like. It's a little one. It's this one. It's 45 to 55 years old approximately. I like that. That one's cool looking. Oh, I like this one too. This one's pretty.
This one I would put like fairy stuff around.
Yeah. Looks like a little aisle. That's pretty cool. This is a nice air-conditioned little place called Nichols Hall. But look at that. That's quite impressive, the ceiling here. And but inside here they got some nice little trees, and they got some beautiful photographs. Looks like from around the I believe, oh, this is the Great Gardens of the World. So it's called In Search of Paradise, the Great Gardens of the World. So this is Giverny Gardens. And where is that? This is in Giverny, France. Wow, that's pretty. Look at that. Fragments of Garden History And this is in France as well. This is a picture of somebody's private garden at their house, at their residence, and this is in Surrey, England. That's beautiful. So if the heat becomes a little too much for you, they got a nice little sitting area here inside. Looks like they actually kind of have a little, kind of like almost like a flower show right here. The North Shore Iris and Daylily Society Iris Show and sale. You can buy them. So.
I wouldn't know the first thing about how to grow it. And we do have daylilies.
I bet you somebody here would know
Well, they have a
how to
sheet,
grow an iris.
But I don't.
So there you go. So there you go, Becky. How to grow iris.
I have daylilies, but they they're.
She wants this one, so we're gonna.
Some of these. Like the China one. Australia. Ooh, I like this India one. That's pretty.
I like these.
Look at Scotland. It's got a bird in it.
I like these
Yeah, those are cool. They look like fireworks.
dandelion things, and they're so beautiful.
Okay, so we just walked through the building, and on the other side there are more bonsais.
Oh, I see now. I see one that's very cool.
Look at that.
Hairy lilac.
It does. It looks like a little bonsai forest. It's pretty darn cool. We have figured out the source of the marijuana smell. And it is the, what are they called?
Azaleas.
Azaleas. Well, which one do you want to see, Becky? They got the Enabling and Sensory Gardens and the Gardens of Great Basin. They got the Circle Garden and Spider Island.
Well, let's go this way first then.
An aquatic bulb landscape, fruit and vegetables, and native plant gardens. And that's that way. So we are going to go to the Enabling and Sensory Gardens and the Gardens of the Great Basin. They look like peonies.
So these are actually daylilies,
That's pretty.
honey.
Oh, those,
These are
the
actually
ones that look like fireworks that I
Yeah.
was talking about. Those are daylilies. Huh.
from the lily family. Can you walk in the grass? Doesn't say you
I
can.
think so. I think you're allowed.
Yeah, these are peonies. They're tree peonies. Like those other ones. These are the colors that we get.
Yep.
Ours should be blooming any day now, and I really hope they bloom before our trip.
I know.
Because by the time we get back,
They'd
they're
be
gonna
gone. Look at that. And these are about to bloom. They're budding right now. These are the silver rose peonies.
Those are tiny. They got little tiny
Yeah,
bulbs.
little tiny ones.
Little.
Yeah. The ones at our house, they're huge. I'll show you those when we get back home. I'll show you our peonies.
Ours look like-
Yeah, that is what ours look like. They're,
This is the stage that they're at too. Like,
yep.
just about ready.
Just a boom. And
When we were in Ireland,
yeah,
we went inside a tree like that and took a picture.
cool. That's a neat looking tree. So lush. It's called a weeping castera tree.
This is the kind of tree I want to be. This one.
Look at these flowers. What a bunch of pansies. So this is the Enabling Garden. No matter what your age or physical ability, gardening does not have to be a challenge. And this garden shows you that in a well-planned space, anyone can garden. And this garden is meant to give you design ideas and things like that.
Look, we're here by that chapter. So I think upstairs to the left, right back to the main visitor center. love the smell too. I mean, I don't think you can say no to using their lawn.
Forget-me-nots.
These are little tiny baby. Look at this. It's so tiny.
You know, so pretty.
I love forget-me-nots.
These are called sailboats.
Oh, smell them. Just
Yeah?
smell them.
Smell them? They smell good. Here we go.
Oh, they smell.
You smell them? Are they snifferamas? Oh,
Smell-o-vision.
my gosh.
These are the ones that smell good.
Oh,
Cool.
those are almost like lilac smelling. Those are, wow. Love that. The tool shed, the resource center. So, in here, you can, there's usually a person inside here and they will show you how to use each one of the tools.
Hello.
Yeah, like this pot full of,
My tree shades are, this is
full
one
of
pass
flowers.
of grass.
Hello?
I like these little ones here. They're called baby blue eyes. Yes.
So these are the bright colors.
Next time I do it
Okay.
again.
These are the smells. Oh no, these are the tastes.
Good.
Taste.
this.
Taste that one.
Good.
Right there, like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is everything.
Oh, sweet.
That's how I remember.
And smell your hands.
Ooh,
Now,
minty.
Switch hands. Take this one.
Ooh, lavender.
So we can taste this one.
That's sweet.
This is very sweet.
It's stevia. Okay, that's why.
Oh yeah. Tastes just like sugar.
And then you touch these.
Yeah.
And these are smells, so
Ooh,
you touch it.
that's weird.
Ooh, that's nice. That's chocolate mint. And this,
No, switch hands.
I'll switch hands.
You're gonna get chocolate milk lavender.
Yeah. And this is lavender. Oh my goodness, that smells good.
Yeah. That's why they make a lot of soap out of that.
Human skin has about 500,000 receptors for touch. And the way a plant feels can cause our sensory system to
This
be either
looks
more active
almost
or
like the
calmer.
real police.
Yeah.
Ooh. Kind of feels like a dry lizard skin or what
Like
are
a
they,
tongue,
like a
you know?
yeah, like elephant skin or something. That's cool.
This,
This one's neat.
smell it.
Does it smell?
Smell your hand.
Oh, that's nice.
That's oregano.
Oh, that's oregano. Okay. Beautiful. I'm still kind of getting the
Oregano,
lavender, so I got
yeah.
lavender oregano. Yeah, that's, I don't mind that.
Wonderful smell to that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was cool.
Pause. We want some lavender for the she shed.
Yeah, the lavender smelled awesome. Oh, I like
I don't think lavender is very hard
I like this. It's called fruit punch. Raspberry ruffles pinks. Look at those. They're cool. Oh, look at those.
Before you go, get a
That one?
Yeah.
So just get a smell of this one here before we go.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. The ones in
Ooh.
the little forget-me-nots or the other ones, they smell.
Yeah.
They smell really pretty too.
I can't place that smell. But it's very,
It's very pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very nice and
Get the
sweet.
thing
It's
you
an
need.
orange.
Oh, it's
wallflower.
orange wallflower.
Okay.
Okay. That's why I was getting hints of orange there. I guess that's why, huh?
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Warm, but not bad. Yeah, it's warm.
Oh, I just walked by this display here, and the smells that are coming off of this.
I'm getting some vitamin D tonight.
Yeah, right? Hopefully we don't get too much sun. Get a little sunburn going. We did not put on Dazzle Me Lilac.
So that's what those are.
Okay. Oh,
That's why.
That's why it
They
smells like
smells
lilacs. Well, that makes sense now, huh?
Dazzle me. So I got to
Dazzle
let
me,
me take a
lilac,
picture. Let me take a picture of that
Namisa?
sign.
Is that what it is? So that is the Enable garden. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love pansies. My stepmother loved pansies. She tried to grow them all the time, but they just don't work very well in our.
Yeah.
My mother hates hostas.
Why does your mother hate hostas?
Because, well, you plant one.
And then they take over.
They take over. They're like ground cover.
Yeah,
You know, so.
that's true.
I like so much.
Oh, I like these. Yeah. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? I like these. They're like a mishmash of colors. It's like all in one flower. It's purple, orange, and white.
Yeah, these are why I'm looking at them over here. They're little pansies.
Yeah, that's
It
awesome.
will feel so good now to touch me. Just do it. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that neat?
Those are beautiful. They remind me of the flowers from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
They're the
yeah.
singing flowers.
The singing flowers. Oh, yeah.
Those
You
are
can-
like the double tulips.
Yep. I like the smell of the daffodils and the...
Yeah.
All right. All right, we're going somewhere cool now. We're going to go to the sensory garden.
I think we were just
gonna
at the
be-
sensory garden.
It's going to be an assault on our senses.
Isn't that what we just did?
No.
Where we ate the stuff?
No. Sensory garden is this way. Arrow says this way.
Okay.
So let's keep going this way. That is one shining hosta. It's part of the lily family. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, when they grow those little purple flowers that kind of look like lilies that,
Oh, okay.
that my sister and I crushed all the time.
Yeah.
You could pop them.
I like these too. Hey, look it. It's a root beer plant.
That's where you get root beer, huh? Maybe.
Maybe. I have no idea. That's an interesting question, Becky.
Well, you got to get. It's like the. Well.
I know it is a root. So let's find out where root beer comes from. I love they got a lot of, this is very scenic, you know?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And you know what? It didn't cost us anything to get in. It just cost us $25 to park.
To park,
So
right.
it's not like you have to park, pay whatever the amount of money, and then pay to get in. It is free to get in, but you have to. So if you
Right.
ride your bike here,
Right. Then it costs nothing. Or if you walk here. So here's part of the sensory garden. They say the sound of gently moving water adds a soothing quality to any garden. So this waterfall was designed so that water quickly trickles down the rocks, creating a naturally relaxing sound. Look at those. Those are neat. They're called bleeding hearts.
they're bluebell. They're part of the bluebell family. The little blue ones are the bluebells. Garden in motion. A lot of geraniums.
I do like the fact that every little plant here is marked.
Here's the ones that you like.
Yeah.
And hostas. That sounds good.
And of course, the most important garden here at the Botanical Gardens, the beer garden. Which is just weird for me to say that because we're not big drinkers.
But I don't mind a beer.
Every once in a while, I don't mind a beer, but we're just not.
Some Lining
big.
Google grapefruit.
Oh yeah, the
Shanty.
grapefruit shanty. That's good stuff.
We have some of that at home, don't we?
I think we might. See, that shows you how much we drink. We don't even know what kind of beer we got at the house, if we have it or not.
Or do you want to go? I mean, because you said you didn't get to go through the greenhouse, which
No, we don't have to go through the greenhouse.
But
We've been through the
there's-
domes, Becky.
yeah, we have been through the domes, the ultimate greenhouse.
That's right. It's a pretty little spot. This is the English wall garden right here. Let's go in the English walled garden and check it out. Those are neat right there. Look at those.
Oh, it
Oh,
smells nice
the
in here.
smell in here. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I wish this was in smell-o-vision so you guys could experience the smells in here. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, I think those are lilacs there, honey. So the white lilacs.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably why you
That-
smell.
See some of those Japanese
This is nice.
spice
The little
that has such a beautiful fragrance.
pond.
I sure hope they've gotten our house confused with the one next door. I really don't want to have to put a new roof on the house if I don't have to. So the last time they had a roof, it was 6, so, you know, things do go up. So these are called bleeding hearts, Alessandra. Bleeding hearts? Yeah. With the heart upside down and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So we were being followed by the loudest people ever, where you can hear them across the entire garden, just in their normal conversation talk. And she just happens to be an expert in everything. So,
She wasn't even talking.
but she's,
She wasn't even talking about flowers. She's talking about her roof, and she's talking about just things that
No,
no
but
one
you-
cares about.
right. But she was talking too about, oh, well, this is that kind of flower and this is that kind of flower. And then she would turn around and talk about how her roof is going bad. And nobody needs to hear that. Oh, good, and they're coming up this way. We cannot escape them.
Comes here every day. I think he said he came here 350 days out of the.
And then I'd be down the swamp here and then drink the beer in the shade.
Maybe he's exaggerating, but
Look at this. This is gorgeous. I think Becky and I need to do a selfie in front of this one. Remember in The Wizard of Oz when they all fell asleep? These are poppies. Poppies, poppies.
Are you doing okay?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm fine.
So we're gonna head on over and see the Japanese gardens. So we don't have kids this weekend. My mom decided that she wanted to take the girls and take them shopping so they have clothes, new clothes and everything for the big trip. So that's how my mom is.
Yes, very generous.
She is hugely generous, and so it's basically, let me steal the girls for the weekend, and I'm taking them shopping, and they'll have all new clothes for every day of the week that you guys are gone.
And
so.
she's already bought them a bunch of clothes.
Yeah, so
She's done that to us. She's done that for us.
a million times.
million times.
I don't think we've ever had to buy a school outfit.
No, especially when our kids were in elementary school.
Elementary school,
They had to
oh.
wear uniforms.
Yes.
They weren't in a Catholic school or any kind of or private school or anything, but their public school required a uniform. By the time school was started, I mean, they were set forever.
Yep.
And then when it was winter, they were set for the winterized uniform.
For birthdays, they would get like an entire sheet, one of the biggest bags you could see of clothes. So for their birthdays.
The endless bag. It was like a Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah, it was like the Mary Poppins bag. But so very generous lady. So we decided to come out and test some of Becky's new lenses and equipment for her phone camera. They do offer like these tram rides and tours of the gardens for an additional fee. But we are now entering the Japanese gardens. Ooh, how pretty. Look at that. There's a duck on a rock over there. Yeah, a waterfall over there. Yeah. So peaceful looking. Wow, look at this.
Azaleas.
Azaleas, huh? That's beautiful.
Korean azaleas.
Do you know why Japanese bridges are arched like that?
No, why?
Japanese bridges are arched like that because the Japanese believe in ghosts, and they think that ghosts can only travel in a straight path. So if you are across a bridge,
They can't go over the bridge.
they can't go over the bridge because they would have to go up and then back down, and ghosts can't do that. They have to travel on a level plane.
Rocks.
So how about that?
That's amazing.
Isn't that?
I did not know that. I learned something today.
I am a fountain of useless information.
It's very true.
All right, let's go into the Japanese house. It is an uneven path, so we have to watch our step. The different kind of mosses. There is a well. So this is called the Shoin House. Okay. Show you different parts of the Japanese culture, the shoes, the tools. This is, like I said, this is a water well. Very interesting. So Becky and I have discussed this in quite detail over the years of what we want to do with our remains. Do we want to be cremated, buried, so forth? And we have decided that we want to become trees. So I don't know if we would be planted in a cemetery or in a park or a garden of some sort or where, but we would like to become trees. And what they do is they have special urns where they take your ashes and they put them down inside this special urn with seeds of the tree that you want to become, and you get planted, and boom, you become a tree.
Yeah.
So Becky and I want to be
Willow trees.
willow trees, and we'll be.
Actually, my dad just passed 2 years ago, and we do have his ashes.
We have his ashes, and
And,
we're thinking about doing a cherry tree.
Yeah, but we're not going to put him in a pod. We're just going to buy a cherry tree and then
And
put
then-
a bunch of him
Yeah.
in there. And then he does have a plot somewhere.
Yep.
But I can't even believe it. He's already been cremated. The plot has already been prayed for and everything, and it will still cost us $6,000 to put him in the ground. I mean, and he's only in a box.
He's just in a small box. So just to dig the hole and stick the urn into the hole and cover it back up is $6,000. And like I said, we've already paid for the cremation, and we already have the services and all that stuff. But
This would
And the
purely
pl-
be
and-
by digging a hole,
And the plot's already been.
sticking them in there, and putting a stone on it. That would be it.
That's
He wouldn't have
$6
to have-
grand.
Yeah, $6,000.
Crazy. So we've decided we want to just eliminate all that and just be trees. And we're going to be both willow trees, and we want to be buried and planted next to each other. That way we can still cross-pollinate. So this new camera is still messing me up. There were parts where I thought I was filming and I wasn't filming, and I filmed my feet. The waterfall garden. So peaceful. Getting a shot of this fountain here, this neat fountain. And look, somebody got married. They got a beautiful bride over there and handsome groom. And lovely place to come and take some pictures. And I do believe they have an area here for receptions, wedding receptions. More peonies. Love a good peonies, Becky.
I have earplugs, which
And even at the Botanical Gardens, you have to exit through the gift shop. Soap, green tea, jasmine tea. Ooh, that smells good. We got t-shirts and butterfly wings. So you can become superhero. I'm the monarch. Lettuce, turnip, the beet. I kind of like that. Becky's looking for a nice lavender plant, and I believe she's found it for $20.
Is it $20?
$19.99.
Yes. Okay.
She looked everywhere on the pot for the price tag except where her finger was. Like this one, Becky, but it's $90.
Yeah.
But it is, what is that called? Bougainvillea? Or the Bogan? Yeah. Ooh, look at these.
I know.
That's cool. Chanel foxtail. $40 for that one. That one's only $12.99, right? Okay, I promised to show you guys what the flowers are looking like, but look at this. About 1 or 2 more days, it should be out in full force. We've actually got a couple coming in right now. Look at that. Beautiful. And the smells are already outstanding on these two. So in another day or two, this will all be in full bloom. We'll be able to cut some for this week, set them in a vase, and have some really good smelling flowers in the house.